Hello, kindergarten. All right, today we're going to be using a new tool in the art room, and these are called tempera cakes. It's just paint. They're very dry and hard, but you have to go to the sink, the big sink, get a cup of water and a brush, okay? And then you're going to be waking up the paint. So let me talk to you about how we do that, okay? The brushes, I like to call my brushes in the art room little ballerinas. And the reason I call them ballerinas is because we need to keep our ballerinas or our paintbrushes on their tippy toes. Please don't take your paintbrush and smash it into the paper like this. We keep them up on their tips so that you don't ruin the brushes, okay? That way we have brushes to use all the time in the art room and they don't get broken. So ballerinas also like to trill. So when you need to wash your brush in between every color, trill her in the water, okay? And then be very gentle with her. All right, and then you're ready to paint. All right, so now that we know how to properly use a paintbrush, let's work on how do we get these paints to work. They're so much fun. What you're going to do is you're going to get your brush nice and wet in the water. So I'm trilling my ballerina. Then once your brush has got a lot of water on it, pick the color that you want. I'm going to use the color red. Then you twirl the ballerina around on top of the paint. And you keep twirling until you start to see, let me see if I can get close enough. You start to see teeny tiny little air bubbles. Do you see them in the paint? When you see the little bubbles, that means your paint is ready to be used, okay? So then you can paint your snail with the red paint because this is the paint that you just woke up. It was sleeping, but you use some water to wake it up. Now, let's say I paint my snail. Let me bring my snail over. Okay, make sure you're working on top of a paper towel. So I've got the red on my brush, and maybe I just want to paint just a little bit of my snail with red. But then I change my mind and I decide, I don't want to use red anymore. I want to use a different color. Well, that's fine. You can do that. So let me move my snail back over here. And now I want to use orange, but please do not dip this dirty brush that has red paint on it into the orange. You need to clean your ballerina. Ballerinas love to take baths. So put your ballerina or your paintbrush into the water, twirl the ballerina around, and then now my ballerina can go into the orange paint. And the orange paint is just the same way. It was sleeping, but I've got to wake it up. And I know when it's woken when I see the bubbles in the paint. If you're not getting any bubbles, kindergarten, then go back into the water, get a little more water on your brush, and twirl her around very gently in the paint again. Oh, I'm starting to see bubbles. So I know this paint is ready to use, okay? So then, once it's ready to use, I can use my paintbrush and I can paint a little orange on my snail. Maybe I want to do rainbow colors all over my snail. So now that I'm done with orange, I want to move on and get yellow. You're going to do the same thing. You've got to clean your brush because I'm going to use a new color. So I clean my brush, then I get some water on there. I wake up the yellow paint by twirling my brush around. That's all, has a lot of water on it. Twirl it around. And now, I'm seeing bubbles. Now my yellow's ready. Okay. And when you're working on your snails today, kindergarten, you can paint this side, the top, the other side. You can even paint the bottom with this paint. All right, so I'm gonna turn off the camera and keep working on this until it's all finished, but I wanna give you guys some time to work too. So Good luck. I hope you enjoy using paint, and remember, take care of those brushes and make sure you clean your brush in between every color, okay? That will keep our paints nice so that we have them in the art room for a very long time. All right, you guys, good luck and have fun. I can't wait to see your snails.